All right, guys, pair number 5. We are moving along quite rapidly, a little bit faster than I expected because I come in this morning and almost everybody's on either an egg or 2 eggs, so I don't want to stress them out by holding a camera in front of their faces, and definitely don't want to get them off the nest for too long. So we're going to make these videos short, and we're probably going to start posting them one every single day. Hopefully that's not an issue, guys. I like to build the suspense by allowing a couple of days, but it is what it is. I want to get these videos going. I don't want to stress the birds out. So without further ado, pair number 5. What you have here is what I consider some of my absolute best breeders. The cockbird has never been erased. He was a gift to me from one of my best friends and mentors. When he was getting out of the sport, he gave me 3 birds, and I bought one from his final auction off of his 155 family. And I know I've talked about the 155 family in the background. The 155 comes about, the family comes about by one main breeding cock. His band number, of course, was 155. He is of Sticklebout and Beckard backing. At least his bloodlines are. I'm sure there's other things mixed in, but that's the base of the family, Beckard and Sticklebout. And they've been such good performers that he's given me. So I purchased a direct son. He's given me a direct daughter, a grandson, and a granddaughter, so I can have moving forward with the family. And in the first year of breeding this cockbird, I bred him over the Cocoa Hen. They bred me some of the best flying youngsters of that year. 2 nestmates right out of the bowl. One was outright winner at 100 miles, and the sister is the chocolate hen from up top. She was 7th place on the classic, of course. The 100-mile winner is the mother to Blessing's Chocolate. If you guys watch his channel, I sent him a nice big chocolate cockbird off of that daughter. This, in fact, are the grandparents of that chocolate. So super breeders by my standard, in club racing, of course. With that being said, she was in fact purchased from a One Loft race final sale. She was the race winner at the Salem Special One Loft race. She was on the winning drop. I think she placed 32nd or something like that. There might have been 40 or so birds on the winning drop, and she just happened to walk in 32nd. So I got her on a real good deal. In fact, I actually passed on the auction at first because I am not, and I know I'm going to get a lot of slack for this, guys, and I'm going to say it anyway. I don't believe in one loft races. Not my thing. If it's your thing, by all means race them. Personally, I don't think it's actual racing. It's just glorified training tosses. But that's just me. I'm not here to debate anything with anybody. It's simply my opinion. So at first I passed up on the 10, and I sort of regretted it afterwards. Honestly, I just wanted the color. When I seen that she was a chocolate and a race winner on the final drop, I said that's the performance I kind of want. I want birds to compete at the 300 plus class, and to be pretty and color. So when she went back up for auction 2 weeks later, I jumped on the deal and I eventually purchased her. And and I'm not saying go out, guys, and buy One Loft race birds from auctions or things of that nature unless you are in fact going to be racing in the One Loft. I am a firm believer of that old saying, horses for the courses. If you are a club racer like myself, I encourage you not to, or let me discourage you into buying One Loft race birds because they compete at a different level. Again, I don't want to start a conversation or a topic on One Loft versus club racing, but they are 2 separate types of flying. When it comes to club racing, you need a bird with a lot of heart, you need a bird with a lot of brains, and you need a bird with an element of speed. When it comes to One Loft racing, all the birds fly to the same loft from random distances as if they're training. I mean, that's what we do, right? We take the birds on the road, they all fly to the same loft, but on race day, it's not the same bird that comes in compared to the one that came in on the toss. So that's kind of why I consider One Loft racing just glorified training tosses. If that's your thing, I don't judge anybody. You guys can do whatever you guys want. It's the pigeon sport. It's where it's going. So if you enjoy that, that's fine and dandy. I simply don't. I don't do this for any monetary gain. I don't do this for the money. I do it because I enjoy pigeons. I've always enjoyed pigeons, and I like to have good performing birds at my level of competition. Take these birds and take them, let's say, to New York where they have 50, 60 active flyers. maybe they won't do as well. Maybe they will. I don't know. That's why I'm sending birds out to see how they do in other lofts, so that I can build a stronger, better family based on that performance and not just my own. So this is who I call Boy Blue, and he kind of earned that name after he bred those two hens, nestmates. And he bred so well that every time I'd see him in the loft, I'd yell out, "You're my Boy Blue." So the nickname kind of stuck, so I call him Boy Blue. I call her the Cocoa Hen because she is in fact a chocolate bar, or an indigo, however you like to call them. And I think it makes a great mating. I remated them this year because I want to see if they can reproduce that. But here we are. We're going to play the game. We're going to see if they breed again. Hopefully another good, maybe 2 super daughters I can move forward with on adding those to some of my cockbirds. I always focus, well I should say, I mainly focus on the cockbirds. And then I like to add daughters off of other super breeding cockbirds. So, I'll put the Chris birds over the 155, or I'll put my Beckards over the Chris, or vice versa. But I always maintain one super cockbird. And I think Boy Blue is going to go forward with that deal. We're going to find out, guys. Pair number 5.